Earth signs, there might be some domestic disharmony this week, or at least a lot of chat about relationships. Now, this can be negotiation, it can be agent and client, that sort of thing, lawyer and client, but it can be also a marital partner. Look at the expression on these guys' faces. There seems to be a difference of opinion. This guy's looking pretty stubborn, and this person's looking unhappy and a little bit in denial. Now, this is my card of difficult conversations, and this is a card of being very discerning, but quite detached. There's no sort of over-emotional action here, but there could be a lot of conversation, a lot of talking, a lot of back and forth negotiation here with Libra indicated 7th house. And you might find that you are in uncharted territory. You might really not know where this leaves you. You might need to figure stuff out. It feels like you will be in a very logical frame of mind, and there's a little bit of disappointment that is coming through here. So it feels like a tension of some sort. Now, there does seem to be some kind of truce or token or apology that is a bit more heart orientated, a bit of a thawing of icy issues that does seem to be coming in, and it is going to bring fresh thinking and maybe a new attitude. It's going to really re-liven proceedings between you, and it is going to lead to victory of some sort. So let's see what else the universe wants to tell you about this scenario. Yeah, you might have to dig deep this week to solve this one with the scuba diver card. This is really going deep within. I'm getting the sense too that you're not supposed to react, off spur of the moment, off the cuff, top of your head thinking. This is really taking your time, and it feels like it doesn't feel like control, although this sort of feels Scorpio. It says Pisces on the card. It feels quite Scorpio to me. Scorpios are inscrutable, and they keep a really good poker face, and they take it all in and digest it, really. So that's the vibe I'm getting from this card. Now, it feels like, with this back and forth, with this conversation, with this negotiation, there might need to be some element of sacrifice on both sides, because there is this collaboration here. This is, there might be a mediator, there might be some person in the middle bringing these two other coins together. And you both might have to give a little, especially if you've got a fixed mindset. And you are an earth sign that is a very sort of fixed kind of place to be, a little bit stubborn sometimes, but there is progress that can be made. It's just that you have to be prepared to let some little bit go that you might have been digging your heels in about, because you might feel a bit stuck, but the world is going to turn. So it's due to this collaborative spirit going on here, a bit of horse trading about practical matters. You do the dishes and I'll put the kids to bed, that sort of thing. Or it could be as much as negotiating a contract, or getting the groundwork for a stable future that is really kind of putting the building blocks in place for something solid. So you might feel trapped and like this is pointless, but there is a completion of a cycle here, and this is a big card. This is the start of a new chapter, and it does feel very fresh, invigorating, new thoughts, new ideas, new plans. Again, it's going to lead to victory. So the energy, interestingly, to lean away from is the 10 of Cups. Now that is bringing all the emotions into the situation in a negative way. You don't want to be overreacting. Let's get back to this Scorpio type energy here, where you keep a poker face and go down deep and really excavate. You might have some things, underneath, self-sabotage, or you might have some self-limiting beliefs or something there that maybe you're being kind of shown, and it's time to release that or release an illusion. It's no fun being called out, but that's what it feels like. There's some kind of, it's not going to be easy, but it is doable, and there is a win-win outcome. Just don't bring all the emotions in and the sob stories and, you know, the overreactions and the drama, the melodrama. You want to lean away from that. Instead, you want to lean towards the Knight of Pentacles. Now, that is changing the situation, but it's practical matters. It's keeping your eye on progress and taking concrete steps towards that. So it is a very nice follow-on from this kind of collaboration of the same suit, the gold coins, pentacles there. You've gone from the 3 to right through to the 10 to the Knight, the Royal Court card of movement, of newness, of circumstances changing. So practical matters, it could be financial, your security. This really feels like moving forward with a plan in place that you can implement for your own security. It feels good. And let's not forget, there was victory at the end of it. So let's get a little cosmic pep talk here to finish up. So you might feel like you're in some kind of losing battle at one point. But there is some fresh discovery coming through, so fresh thinking, news that changes everything. So there may even be a little bit of disagreement. I don't know that it will be as far as hostilities, but it really does come back to this very first card out, influence, which is Mercury, which is chit-chat, in the 7th house of other people, people who oppose you, your partner, open enemies, it can be. There does seem to be a difference of opinion here. Right from the beginning, we saw these two kind of at odds. So that is definitely a theme. However, look at this beautiful card. So this is part of the dance of life. You don't have to treat it as bigger than it is, as life and death, unless it is life and death. And even then, if you believe in life after death, then death isn't really death. Okay, that's a side tangent, but you know, there is joy after this situation. There is victory after this situation. So it is a matter of keeping the faith, staying in the dance. Don't sit down. When you sit down, the dance is over. So keep dancing. There is an element here to just keep on moving. It's a bit of a theme this week. But be bold. This says to make the first move. Cardinal is about leadership. I'm not sure you need to make the first move, but being bold sort of means to me, don't be afraid to say some unvarnished truths, some sort of not mean and not nasty, but be quite direct. Don't be with cloudy words about, you know, just being very indirect about how you truly feel. Get out your swords, have the talk. Swords is all about ideas, conversation, news. So this is a theme. Speak up, use your voice, and stick to your guns. Speak with clarity, integrity, and with the gravitas to back your words with your firm beliefs. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's what I'm picking up. And you might have to really juggle this one, evolve into your complexity. You have all these different approaches you can take. You are a wily character and you've got all these different strings to your bow, so use them all. Yes, this might be a very complex situation with many moving parts. You can deal with this. So you might just have to be a little bit fluid. You do want to be grounded, but there are lots of ways and means to move the chess pieces when you're an octopus. And I don't mean by cheating, but I don't know, I just get the sense of pulling a lot of strings around the place to get everything, to tee everything up all at once. Feels like quite a bit of work. But get all your thoughts in order. They might all be tangled. Get them all in order and then they can start working with each other. You can massage that part. You know, you might be caught in the middle of something. You're helping one party by massaging, you're helping another party you're bringing them together using your special charm, using every tool in your kit. All right, let's see what else the universe wants to say to wrap this up. Well, there's a lot of confusion here, a lot of choices. And if you're in a negotiation of some sort or it's quite a serious discussion with your partner, there are a lot of ways to skin the cat. 7 cups, there's a lot of options you could choose from, and it might be kind of confounding. Again, coming back to the octopus there, lots of things going on. But 2 other cards here of keeping your balance. Pentacles, which we love to see, which is stability, but the 2 is about finding equality. So that's the ideal for any kind of disagreement, or when you're in a couple, or if you're negotiating with someone, it's going for that win-win. How can we balance out both sides here? And it might take quite a bit of work, a bit of skillful dexterity or something to massage this situation. You are an octopus, you've got 8 hands to do this. Temperance, keep your balance. Stay calm, keep the faith, be grounded. There's 1 foot on the earth, there's another foot in the emotions, water, usually in this card. I think we can see it there too. So it is very much about keeping your cool, keeping your wits about you. And with the Scorpio vibe I got from the Deep Diver, from the Deep Diver card, wherever that's hiding, it's hiding under here, how apt. It is about keeping that poker face. Keep it all on the inside, and self-reflection, going down deep into your depths, but staying balanced. You will find a way through this uncharted territory. There will be victory. So stay very stable through this. You're an earth sign. Pentacles are your jam. And so this suits you down to the ground. Just don't be shaken by words, by communications that you don't like, by tensions that rise. Stay stoic, stay open, use your logic, use all the tools in your belt, your Batman utility belt. You will get there. It just might not be super easy. Treat it like a dance. And, this is just part of what goes on in life that keeps things interesting. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. But if you would like your own personal reading, go to my website. And meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.